In an instant, the ordinary turns into chaos. A thief's quick getaway ends in disaster. An off-duty officer takes down an armed robber, and a desperate kidnapper learns there's nowhere to run. Meanwhile, a reckless driver's escape is blocked by swift justice, and a fiery crash puts a hero to the test. From high-speed chases to life-saving moments, these real-life encounters will leave you stunned, breathless, and on the edge of your seat. The São Paulo motorcycle hijacking that shocked Brazil. In 2013, a dramatic crime unfolded on a busy street in São Paulo, Brazil. A thief, armed and desperate, hijacked a motorcycle in broad daylight, ready to flee. But before he could escape, an off-duty police officer intervened, drawing his weapon and shooting the thief on the spot. Captured on video, the shocking moment went viral, sparking intense debate about crime and security as Brazil prepared for the 2014 World Cup. While some praised the officer's quick response, others questioned the use of deadly force. This incident remains one of Brazil's most infamous street crime encounters. Date night heroes. A couple enjoying a night out at a restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky, unexpectedly became heroes when they stopped an attempted robbery. Chase and Nicole, off-duty police officers from a nearby town, were sitting in a booth when they noticed a masked man at the counter, armed and demanding cash from an employee. Without hesitation, the couple sprang into action. They drew their off-duty service pistols, confronted the robber, and chased him out of the restaurant. A block later, they apprehended the suspect, Justin Carter, who now faces several charges. Officer thwarts theft attempt. While heading to a supermarket to make a purchase, an officer noticed a woman and a man exiting the store, carrying items.
I don't know what's going on. Whoa! Ain't doing nothing. Whoa, hey!
The store employee quickly informed the officer that they were thieves. Upon investigating, officers arrested a 20-year-old woman who was found with a stolen cash register. The male suspect, standing beside her, fled the scene during the investigation. As the officers continued their search, they discovered a concealed handgun on the woman, which was seized as evidence. Officers later developed probable cause to arrest the male suspect for assault. The 40-year-old man attempted to hide on the other side, but the officer spotted him. Rather than reacting immediately, the officer called for backup. As the officers moved in, the thieves tried to flee, but the male suspect was swiftly apprehended by multiple patrol officers. California officers daring rescue. In a heart-stopping moment, a California police officer pulled off an incredible rescue, saving a man stuck on railroad tracks in his wheelchair.
Go on, can you get up? Get up!
Just moments before a train sped through. With seconds to spare, the officer sprinted towards the man, determined to free him from the jammed wheels and get him off the tracks. The tension was intense, the train closing in fast, but with a final push, the officer managed to pull the man to safety just in time. It was a true act of heroism, and one that left bystanders and viewers alike in awe of the officer's bravery and quick thinking. Okay, here's the deal. Like for Team Dog, comment for Team Cat, and if you can't choose, subscribe to join my squad because we love them both. Officer rescues woman from burning car. In Mount Pleasant, Michigan, on October 27, 2024, just before 10 p.m., police officers responded to a rollover accident at the North Mission Road roundabout. They found a vehicle on its side, engulfed in flames, with a 22-year-old woman from Sterling Heights trapped inside. Officers Sergeant Jonathan Strauss and Officer Tyler Burrows acted swiftly. Using a hatchet, they carefully broke the windshield to avoid further injury and pulled the woman to safety. She was the sole occupant and was treated for minor injuries at a local hospital. Heroic ice rescue of 11-year-old boy. In West Long Branch, New Jersey, Officer Dave Brasonsky heroically rescued 11-year-old Ben Santos after he fell through the ice on Franklin Lake. The boy had been attempting to cross the partially frozen lake as a shortcut home when the ice gave way, leaving him trapped in the freezing water about 75 yards from shore. Officer Brasonsky, a former lifeguard and trained water safety instructor, arrived quickly at the scene. Using a rope provided by a nearby resident for safety, he cautiously stepped onto the ice, but soon had to break through it with his knees to reach the struggling boy. Despite the frigid conditions, he managed to grab Ben and pull him back to solid ground. Later, in an emotional reunion, Ben hugged Officer Brasonsky and thanked him for saving his life. Trooper rescues unconscious driver. A trooper was assisting another driver, and both had stopped their vehicles on the side lane of the road. Suddenly, another driver crashed into the parked FHP vehicle, causing their car to catch fire. The impact left the driver senseless and trapped inside. Without hesitation, Trooper Verbeest rushed to the burning wreck, forced the door open, and pulled the unconscious driver to safety. Thief steals $300. Sprints from cops. A thief thought he had an easy payday when he swiped nearly $300 from a shopping center register in Atlanta, but his luck ran out fast. Police quickly responded, reviewing surveillance footage and identifying a suspect wearing a distinctive hoodie. Minutes later, officers spotted a man matching the description, casually walking on another floor, holding a fistful of cash.
Do you have any identification on you, sir? Okay, I see you have a lot of cash in your hand. Where'd you get all that money from?
No, this is one of my friends. Lives up at the street up there.
When approached, the man hesitated before suddenly making a run for it. The chase was on. Officers pursued him through the shopping center, out into the parking lot, and finally inside a Publix grocery store.
Stop! Police!
For a moment, he seemed to have disappeared, but a sharp-eyed witness pointed officers in the right direction. Hiding behind store shelves, the suspect was quickly taken into custody. He was later identified as 22-year-old Benny Brata and charged with second-degree burglary. Despite his arrest, Benny seemed to be in good spirits, even joking with the officer who caught him. "You're faster than you look," the officer laughed. "I don't do police," Benny responded with a grin.
You're faster than you look, Benny. I couldn't keep up with you, dog.
I'm sorry. I don't do police though.
You don't do police?
Kidnapper caught. Police rescue. 2 children. A terrifying moment unfolded in Hillsborough County, Florida, when a father's worst nightmare became reality. On October 10th, just before 7 p.m., a distressed man flagged down Deputy Jonathan Pasmino Alvarez, frantically reporting that his truck had been stolen, with his 2 young children, ages 4 and 8, still inside. Acting fast, the deputy located the stolen vehicle just minutes later and initiated a stop. The driver, later identified as 37-year-old Kevin Smith, hesitated as the deputy demanded he step out of the car.
All right, step out of the car.
No, it's not like that.
Step out of the car, bro.
"It's not me," Smith insisted, but body cam footage captured one of the children confirming he was not their father.
No, it's not like that.
Step out of the car, bro.
Officers quickly took Smith into custody, charging him with grand theft auto and 2 counts of felony kidnapping. Fortunately, the children were unharmed and safely reunited with their father. Reckless driver sideswipes woman. A woman was driving peacefully in Victoria, Australia, when a reckless driver in a blue car lightly sideswiped her vehicle. Both cars pulled over, but instead of taking responsibility, the driver of the blue car simply fixed his side mirror and tried to leave, as if nothing had happened. When the woman snapped a photo of his license plate, things took a turn. The aggressive driver didn't appreciate it and attempted to attack her. But just as the situation escalated, justice arrived in record time. As the driver and his mother tried to flee the scene, 2 nearby police cars witnessed the whole ordeal. Acting quickly, officers pulled in front of the suspect's car, preventing his escape. Thanks to the dashcam footage and swift police response, whoa, that was wild. If you loved these epic moments, smash that like button, drop a comment with your favorite, and share the video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. More adrenaline-packed stories are on the way.